we doing? Let's see if anybody shows up. Okay, end stream. Hello, hello. Oh, we're talking about the abacus. What we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about the abacus, and this is what it is. This is an abacus. We can talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. After 5, we have 6, 7, 8, 9. So what does that mean? Well, when we look at it, right, we're going to do 0, 1, 2. We have 2, 3. That's 3. This is 4. This is 4. And then 5. What's 5? Where's 5? 5. Where's my piece of paper that says 5? There it is. Nope, that's not it. I found, nope, I don't have it. So the top beat will always be 5. Because the top beat is 5, we have 6, we have 7, we have 8, we have 9. After 9, we have 10. Notice that this is 10. We have 1 and a 0. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and then 15. All the top beat has a value of 5. If you look, this is 15. This is 1 and a 5. And then this is 6. 16, 17. Hey, Corey! I'm back. 17, 18, 19, and then we're at 20. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. After 24, we have 25, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and then 30. Because we have 30, we have 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and then 40. So every column is a place value. So when we look, we have this. All right. When we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our 10,000s. When we have 40, this is what 40 looks like. We have 4 tens. Just as we have this would be 11. So after 11, we have 11. This is 12. This is 13. This is 14. And then after 14, we have 15. 15. Notice we have our ones, our tens, our hundreds, our thousands, our 10,000s. Just as we write, we mimic the abacus mimics the way we write. So this is 15. This is 1 and a 5. And then after 5, we have 15. So then we have this one. This one would be 415. And then after 415, this could be 5,415. 5,415. Okay. Corey, are you okay? I don't know if anybody else is here. Corey, are you here? Pomegranate. Hi, Lillian. Okay. Corey, you're here? Yeah, okay. You know what? We'll go straight into it. I don't know if anybody else is here because people are kind of coming and going, and I just see a bunch of people. So, all right. So, if anybody has any questions, let me know if you have any questions. What were we doing? Oh, we were doing plus tens. So, do you remember how to do a plus 10? So when we add the 10, what are we doing? The reason why we're going to plus the 10, right, is because we don't have enough beats. When we look at it, let's do 8. Let's do 8, and we want to plus the 9. When we plus the 9, do we have enough beats? No, we don't have enough beats to plus the 9. So what are we going to do? What we need to do is we need to understand how to make a 9, how to make a 10. When we make a 10, this is how we make a 10. Now notice when we make a 10, we're going to follow the formula. We're going to follow the formula. When we follow the formula, it looks like this. Plus the 10. Here it is, plus the 10. So what's going to happen is when we plus the 10, I'm pretty sure I get the addition subtraction now. I wouldn't be fast at it, but I get it. Okay. Well, let me finish my thought because the question is the double digit, right? The two-step. When we do the two-step, you need to understand to do it. So when we do the 9, right? 9 plus 1 is equal to 10. And then this is too much, so we're going to do 9 is equal to plus the 10 minus the 1. So when we do it, we have 8 and then plus the 9 minus plus the 10 minus the 1, plus the 10 minus the 1. So then what is it? Are we doing multiplication? Is that what you guys were looking for? Oh, excuse me. Yeah. I mean, I got to a point where I couldn't do anything. So was it multiplication that we were looking for after the adding and subtracting? We can do that too. Oh, percentages. So I don't know if Alma wasn't here, But she had a question. There was one question, it's like, how do you do percentages? Well, the thing is you have to like set it up. So to set up the percentages is the same thing. When we do percentages, I think it was like 75, 75. It was like 75. I would love to see multiplication examples, also percentages. Well, what is a percentage? Percentage is just this, right? 75%. 75% is the same thing as 700 over 100, right? And so the what was the question was 75% of 12.45. That was the question. So what are we going to do is we got to figure out how to set up the question. When we set up the question, all we're doing is 12 is equal to 45, right? So we're going to, and we're finding x. We need to find this x. When we find this x, we need to, what are we going to do? We're going to take this and we're going to multiply it, right? We have to multiply it by both sides. I'm going to change the colors. So when I have, it's 12.45 times that by 0.75. So when we do 0.75, right, we know that this is a percentage. Now, if we look at it, we're going to do the same thing as we did before. I don't know if you were here for that. So the thing is we're still going to count our digits. To count the digits, it's still the same thing, but because this is 0, there's nothing here. But this is 2. So what we're going to do is our starting point is 2. So our starting point is 2 digits. I'm going to do here 1, 2, because my 1 is still my ones place. My 2 is going to be here. So when I do that, I swear I saw a similar problem on your page right now. Yeah, that's the one I was working on. So that was the one I was actually talking to Amma about. The reason why was because she wanted to know what 75 of 12.45 was. So to see this, we're just going to multiply it. That's all we're going to do. To multiply it, we're going to start at the 2. And it's the same thing. Seven times one is seven. Seven is a single digit, so you go back one column, you add seven. 7 times 2 is 14, right? 7 times 2 is 14 is 14. So I add my 1, I add my 4. 7 times 4 is 28. So I add my 2, I add my 8. See, this is how, yay, hi Evie. Do you have division on your video? Yes, I do. I do. You just got to find it. It's there. The division, one of the division, we can do division after this. So this is 28 plus 2 and plus 8. I want to add the 2. To add the 2, I have to plus the 5 minus the 3 and then add the 8. And then 7 times 5 is 35. Plus the 3 plus the 5 plus the 3. Cannot plus the 3. What do I do? Plus the 3 is equal to plus the 10 minus the 7 and then plus the 5. Does that make sense? So we're done with the 7. Now we need to find our starting point again. Because I did this, now we're at the -1. So -1 and plus 2 is equal to 1. So what we're going to do is we're going to start over here. Just like a number line. You know how there's a number line? It's a 1, let's do 2, 1, 0, -1, -2. So 1, 0, -1, -2. So so this was 0. Now we got to do is we got to minus the 1 because we've already done here. So we minus the 1 and the 2, so we're left with 1. So we're going to be here. 5 times 1 is equal to 5. 5 is a single digit. I go back one column, I add the 5. I don't have enough beads to add the 5. What do I do? Plus the 10 minus the 5. And then 5 times 2 is equal to 10. Plus the 1, take and add the 0. Plus the 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Plus 2 plus 0. 5 times 5 is 25. Plus 5 plus 2 plus 5. So my final answer is 9.3375. That's my answer. Does that make sense? We can do, yeah. So really what it is percentages is just another way of timesing. And that's all we're doing is we're just timesing. Was that too fast? Do you have to memorize up to, no, you have to memorize up to 9 times 9. Because 10 times 10 is redundant. It's just 100. You just need to go 9 times 9. That's it. So, oh, Eve, are we back to how to make a 10? And then I don't know who else is here. Hey, Patrick, welcome. Okay. So, yeah, we only need to go up. I thought we were doing division. We can do division. Division's easy. Division is a little bit more involved. Now, if we think about it, we need to know our divisors and our dividends. These are things that we need to know. So we have our divisors and our dividends. I have to get my little props out. All right. So we have our divisors and our dividend. When we have our divisor, I mostly followed that. It's it's exactly the same as other multiplication. We can do another multiplication after the division if that's okay. And I'll make and there's a simpler version. But really what it is just how you multiply it out. It's not it's the same process. And that's the cool thing about abacus is that you have the process, and then it's exactly the same. Okay, so one of the questions we have is going to be 84 divided by 3. So that's the first time me seeing that. Oh yeah, that was my first time seeing. Oh, sorry. Yeah. So multiplication. Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah, I should have not done the percentages then. Okay, 34, 3 divided by 84. Now, the first thing we're going to do is understand that this is our divisor and then this is our dividend. We need to know this. Why? Because we're going to start having a conversation with our abacus. We're going to start having a conversation with our number. We're going to have a conversation with our number, with our question. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out what our starting point is. So our starting point is 2 and then take away 1. Just because we're taking away. Why are we taking away? The reason why we take away is because we're doing division. Division, in addition, in multiplication, we added the numbers. In division, we have to subtract our numbers. So our final starting point is 2. So, no, is 1. Our starting point is 1 because it's 2. 2 take away 1 is equal to 1. All right. 1. So our starting point is 1. I'm going to start here because I have word things. So what I'm going to do is because my answer is going to be here, I'm going to place my dividends on the abacus. The reason why is so then the abacus is going to help me subtract. So my answer is going to be here. I'm going to put my number 84 here. It's buffering for me. Can you restart? To find I'm going to place my answer on the 1 column because what I did was it was glitching for me too, but I'm good now. It was glitching for me too, so I'm not sure how my connection will be. It could be a hey Mark, it could be a TikTok thing. Okay, so we have 2 take away 1 is equal to 1. 1 is my starting point. So this is where I'm going to start. Now my question is who is bigger? I'm going to start comparing apples to apples. I have my divisor or I have my dividend. My divisor is 3. My dividend is 8. Who is bigger, my divisor or my dividend? My dividend is bigger. My dividend is bigger. So it's going to go like that. Because my dividend is bigger, I'm going to skip 1 column and I'm going to subtract 1 column. I'm going to say eat 1 column. So I'm going to skip this column and my answer is going to be here. And I'm only going to utilize this 1 column. I'm going to utilize this 1 digit. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to utilize this 1 digit. What does that mean? So the question is now 3 times what is equal to 8 or less? That's what I'm going to do. So we know 3 times 2 is equal to 6. I'm going to add 2 on my abacus, and I'm going to take away 6. When I take away 6, I take away 1, take away 5, and I'm left with 24, right? So now my next question is who is bigger? My divisor is 3, but my dividend is 2. I only want to compare the one digit. I don't want to compare two digits because that's not apples to apples. Apples to apples is one digit. So I'm only going to compare the two. That's all I'm doing. I'm only going to compare the two. So when I compare the two, who is bigger, my dividend or my divisor? Thank you for the follow, Lilia. So it's basically just how math is taught, but physically instead of the paper. Yes, it is long division, kinda. It is divisor. Yes, thank you, Mark. It's a little bit like it's like long division, but it gets more complicated when we have two digits. So what we're doing is two. We're going to take these two columns. We're going to take these two digits. It's 24. So the question is 3 times what is equal to 24 or less? 3 times 8. So 8 is here, and I take away 20, I take away 4. So my final answer is kinda 28. Yes. It's kinda like long division, but it gets a little hairy when there's two digits. What about 1/3? What about 1/3? That's still the same thing. All it would be 3 divided by 1, right? So if it's 3 divided by 1, it's still the same thing. Fraction is just a division. That's all it is, right? So even if we did this, we would still have to do the dots, and then it'd be like 3. It would still be the same thing. Okay. Oh, multiplication. So we're back to multiplication. So let's do this one. Let's do 91. We'll do this one. We'll do this color. We'll do this color. So 91 98 times that by 5. So Corey, when we look at it, we're going to count our digits again. When we count our digits, just like as we did before, we do 1, 2, 3. So when we see it, we see 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Our starting point will be 3. When we look at it, we do 1, 2, 3. Now we start multiplying it out. Hello, hey, oh, hey, Melinda, you're in Mexico. Ooh, okay. So what's going to happen is 5 times 9 is equal to 45. So I had 4 and I had 5. And then what are we going to do? We got to do 5 times 8 is equal to 40. So I had my 4 and I had my 0. So my final answer is 490. Does that make sense, Corey? 490. You guys. Oh, hello, simply. Yeah? Yeah, mostly. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do another one. So if you notice what we're doing is what we do is we're multiplying, right? But we're calculating it in our head. We're not necessarily doing it on the abacus. We're just using the abacus to help us to track the numbers. So if we did this one, we can do okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. 144 times that by 6. So what's going to happen is tell me, Corey, what is our starting point? What is our starting point? So, yes, thank you, Melinda. Simply Z. We no, it's actually 4 because how do we know? Because we're just counting our digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. When we count our digits, that's how we know it is. Thank you, Simply. So when we do it, we do 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply it out. 6 times 1, right? 6 times 1 is equal to 6. 6 is a single digit. I go back one column and I add the 6. And then 6 times 4, right? 6 times 4 is equal to 24. So I'm going to add my 2 and I add my 4. And then I do it again. 6 times 4 is equal to 24. I add 2 and then I add 4. When I add 2, do you see how I cannot add the 2 anymore? What do I do? To add the 2, what do I do? Plus the 5 minus the 3. Yes. Yes, exactly. So I'm going to plus the 5, take away the 3, and then I add the 4. So my final answer is, thank you, Mark. Thank you, Corey, Josiah, Melinda, right? Hey, Halo. Did that make sense? So what we're going to do, so what's my final answer? My final answer is 8, 5, 4. That's my final answer. We can do another one. But see how we had to, thank you, Melinda. But see, we had to do adding and subtracting before we can go into multiplication. Hello, Andrew. Welcome back. John Cooks. Okay, so let's do another one. Let's do another one. We could do. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do a bigger one. Have I mastered the abacus now? I don't know. I don't know. We can start doing two-step equations. Hello, Andrew. Almost, Andrew. 6 is 5. 8, 5, 4, I believe it was. Wasn't it 8, 5, 4? 8, 5, 4. 8, 5, 4. Yep. Okay, so let's do another one. So if I did another one, this will be easy. 7, 5, 9 times that by 2, 4. Okay? So what are we going to do? We got to actually use a bigger abacus. Because I don't think I have enough numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's not enough. So I have to do this one. All right. So what are we going to do? We got to count our digits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? We have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first thing we're going to do, excuse me, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do left first. So we're going to do 2 times 1, 2 times 7. 2 times 7 is equal to 14. I add 1, I add 4. Right? Kind of, but there's a lot of different rules. Thank you, Melinda. All right. And then what's next? 2 times 5. 2 times 5 is equal to 10. Add my 1. Cannot add 1. What do I do? How do I add the 1 here? How do I add the 1? Hey, Chris, welcome back. How do I add the 1? You're still doing a lot of mental, well, I'm sorry. You're still doing a lot of mental math to get back to, yeah, because. Minus the 5, plus the 5 minus the 1. Thank you, Jay. Yes. And then 0. You're still doing a lot of mental math to get back to you because. Hey, the mean black girl, welcome back. Minus the 5. No, we're doing multiplication. So it's the other way around. It's plus the 5 minus the 1. Oh, okay. So that's a 0. That's the 10. So then what's next is we're going to do 2 times 9. 2 times 9 is equal to 18. I cannot believe you guys are still wanting to do midnight math. This is crazy. So plus 1 plus 8. Easy, right? Thank you, Josiah. So then we're done with the 2. We have to reassess. When we reassess, we have to make sure we have to count the more digits. So we count our digits again. Oh, I already did this one. I need to do a different color. I need to do purple. Purple. All right. So we're going to count our digits. We do 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. When we do this, now we're going to multiply the left side again. Thank you for the 4th place. Thank you, Melinda. So 4 times 7. 4 times 7 is. I should be done with midnight math tonight. Yes. Okay. 28. Thank you, the mean black girl. 28 plus the 2 plus the 8. Notice I don't have enough beads to plus the 2. To plus the 2, what do? Plus the 2 is plus the 10 minus the 8, right? That's to add the 2. Now we want to add the 8. I'm going to add the 8. Good night, Josiah. So then 4 times 5. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. Add the 2, add the 0, add the 2. There's not enough beads to plus the 2. What do? Plus the 10 minus the 8 and then plus the 0. Then our final one is 4 times 9 is equal to 36. Plus the 3 plus the 6. Plus the 3 plus the 6. Plus the 3 plus the 6. Plus the 3 is plus the 10 minus the 7 and then plus the 6. So my final answer is 2,000. 21,000. 21,216. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. So that's in the process in multiplication is the same. The process of multiplication is always the same, but it's the division that's a little bit more tricky. Yeah. Division's a little bit more tricky. It's just because I don't think we do enough subtraction, I think. But it does take a little bit. But it's 18. Did I do it wrong? I might have skipped something. Division's fun, but it's 18. Maybe I did that wrong. So let's do it again. Okay, so 1 plus 4 is 14, right? And then 1 plus 5 is 5. And then 18. Okay, so then we do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plus is 4 plus 7. 7 plus 4 is what? 28. 28 plus the 8. And then 4 times 5 is 20 plus the 5 plus the, plus the 5 plus the 8. 28 plus the 8, take away the 2. And then 9 times is 36. Oh yeah, I'm wrong. Sorry. Yes, 1,820. What? Did I do that wrong again? I'm getting tired. 1, 4, and then 1, and then 1, 8. This is 8. And then we do 28, 20, and then 8. We want to add the 8, right? After we add the 8, we add 20. So we add 20 here plus the 2, take away 8, and then that's a 0. And then 30 plus the 10, 36. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Good night, Halo. Have a good night. It's midnight math. I understand. Yeah. I think it was the point where I said plus the 4 and the other said plus the 1. Yeah. It's okay. I got it. I got it. And I've also been on for like 2 hours. All right. Yeah, I think I'm starting to crash because what's when I start to like not be correct. All right. So I mean, but that's what it is, and multiplication is really similar. All the multiplication is similar. Excuse me. Yeah, it's like 11:30. I don't know what time I was confused, though I went crazy. Was confused, and yeah, I thought I went crazy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 because it's also different when I'm trying to present as well as explain. So, all right, but yeah, I mean, it gets more complicated, and hopefully that kept up. But yeah, yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm crashing too. Thanks for the crash course. Yeah, not a problem, Corey. Thanks for coming back. Go to sleep. Yeah, I think I am. I am. I am. I got to get ready for class tomorrow, and then I'll probably be on tomorrow morning. So I have to do the same. OBO. Thanks, Larry. Oh yeah, not a problem. Mean black girl. One. I have the same one. Oh, you do have the same one. Oh, good. Yeah, you got it from Daiso. The 13 column one. I like it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I am gonna head out. I tried. I just gotta. Yeah, I got it. Hey, you got it from the thrift store. That's really cool. That's a really good price. Good job. I couldn't find. I'm surprised you found it at the thrift store. I'm actually really surprised that you found it at this thrift store. Have a good night, Corey. Yeah. 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 Hey, Doze. Yeah, have a good night. Well, hopefully you'll follow me and I'll see you in my next live because I go live pretty often. But yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep. Hi, Doze. I got an answer wrong and that's when I know I'm crashing. So I'm actually going to stop the live. I'm so sorry. But I think I'll be on tomorrow morning before my class. I have a student that I have for class. So we'll see. Yeah. But yeah. All right. So I'll see you next time, Doze. Thanks for coming back. Sorry for the problems, but I do appreciate you guys coming back. Yeah. All right. Cool. Have a good night. Good night. Oh, excuse me.